Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here with a auction haul. Um, Now this is going to air on both of my channels, my Hauler Time channel and my Junk for Goats channel, because the theme fits both. But I don't know why I feel like I needed to tell you that just right there. But anyway, remember how was it just 2 days ago that I was telling you no spend May, and all of you were in the back of your mind were thinking, haha, yeah, nice try, like we're gonna believe that. Well, in fairness, I put these bids in before I said that, just kind of random. I found an auction site that's local to my area, and because I'm always trying to figure out how people find all these things for super cheap, and everybody always says estate auctions. So I found this place. Well, it's a website, but it's multiple auctioneers that use this site to list their auctions. And so I just kind of put in some bids just to say, hey, and lo and behold, some of them won. So, and a bunch of them, 4 or 5 auctions ended yesterday. And so I started getting all these invoices in my email, and I'm like, oh crap. And so one of them was supposed to be picked up today. So we went and picked it up today. And I think the others are supposed to be picked up Saturday or Sunday. And I may have trouble getting to one of them on Saturday because their times kind of conflict with each other and they're not anywhere near each other. One's out of town and one's kind of south of town. And okay, well, I'll talk about that more when we go on. But anyway, so I've got the stuff that I picked up today. They have pictures when you're bidding on these, but you never know exactly what you're going to get. And I don't think this one that I got today didn't have any random boxes of junk because I did unfortunately win some random boxes of junk from some of the other ones. So this one may not have too many surprises, but again, they didn't have like a picture of every item in the lot that I won. So it'll still be like an unboxing. But I did also get one of my Etsy orders came in for some more vintage playing cards. I thought these were really pretty and kind of different than a lot of the other cards I have. So these will be going in my shop, 2 for $1 vintage card swap. But yeah, I thought these were so pretty, and they're Congress cards. And then this came today and I have not opened it yet. Let me make sure I don't dox myself. But did you guys watch Aaron's video? In my world, I think it aired yesterday on Wednesday. Well, I think I watched it the same day it came out is what I'm trying to say. But she got a box of returns and lost mail. And I will agree with her that the first box that she did, the happy, I don't know, I want to say happy thumper, but that's not right. It was a little questionable. I agree with her on that. And this one was fun something. And you guys, I was so impressed with the things she got. And it's not like those ones that you see on TikTok where you can tell it's obviously staged with really cool things because it's an advertisement for that company. No, she actually got really good things just as a normal person. And it's funny because a lot of the stuff was things that she would normally haul on her channel. So I really want to do one of those myself, but I gotta wait, right? Because it's no spend May. And I was thinking, okay, I was thinking I was thinking this before that video, but one of those would make an excellent white elephant party game box to where, you know, whether it's Secret Santa or swap, you know how you play games at Christmas time at work where you swap, you just play games to swap your gift or whatever. Wouldn't it be hilarious to use one of those and people would have no idea what they were getting? Now, granted, she did get a couple questionable items in her box that may not be suitable for all people in the group, but for adults it would be pretty fun. But I was thinking, like, for my family, because we do Christmas Eve bingo, and I was thinking, what if I replaced the bingo gifts with this box of returns? But you wouldn't exactly know how many gifts you were going to get in the box, so maybe that would be a little hard. But yeah, I think that would be a great way to use those. And then, of course, anything that you didn't want to keep could go to charity afterwards. But anyway, let me get this other box from eBay that arrived today. And then I'm going to have to film this in multiple segments because I don't want to spend a bunch of time off screen or having to edit this down. So, okay. So it came like this. These are books. Return of the Vintage. Thank you for supporting our small business. So if any of you are looking for cool shops on eBay, here's one. And so I also made the mistake of, I recently tore up a bird book that I'm really regretting now that I tore it up, because I think it's probably the oldest version of that book that I've ever had in my possessions. Then I'm like, Amy, for the books that you really like, let's be like Margaret on Seven Plaza and let's save one for our personal collection. And then when you get another one, you can tear it up. So, okay. So that's kind of was the impetus for this, which is when you're trying not to spend money, this is really not a good idea. But I really like these books, and I found it's a set of 3, and I found someone selling all 3 of them for a reasonable price, wrapped in plastic. You guys, when I'm trying to use saran wrap on my food stuff, it never sticks to squat. I guess if I could just wrap the bowl of soup up with, no, you don't put soup with saran wrap on top of it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it never sticks like this, except for when you don't want it to. I am kind of surprised at the number of people that use saran wrap to wrap their things. I don't know why, but I just am. We're almost done. Okay, so I have shown the green book on this channel before with a different cover, so a different edition, but I made comment that there was a set of 3. There was a green book, a blue book, and a red book. And yes, this is messed up, but the fact that they had all 3 together, I liked. Then, of course, after I bought this, you start getting marketed ads on eBay too. And so then I found a different bird book series that has yellow and all these things. So I don't know, someday. And there were flower books in this kind of series too. So I'm like, dang it, just stop. I have one daughter that decided she was not going to use her phone this week. Proud of her for that. Now she's still on electronics. Like, she has to be on her computer for school and stuff, but she actually ditched her phone for the week, and I need to take a hint and do the same thing. So I will probably, on my Junk for Goats channel, do some book flip-throughs of these. So if you're new to this channel, I just launched my Junk for Goats YouTube channel, where I'm going to be doing, among other things, 100 Days project of ASMR book flip-throughs. And so at this point in my filming, 2 of those have aired already. So please, even if you never watch any of the videos, it would be super sweet if you went over and subscribed just because you like me. And okay, these are also different, appear to be different versions from each other. So I need to check that. But I just really like this style of bird cards. So this red one is, all right, Roman numerals. So this one is 1941. The blue one is also 1941. Oh, well, maybe they'll end up being the same, but it's like, maybe it was different publishers, because this one has, you know, pretty paper in here, and it is more like a textured cover. This one is not. This one is very smooth and no cool inside. So that's why I was thinking they were different years. This one is like the blue one, and it's also 1941. So, okay, well, anyway, I'm glad to have these. These are going into my private collection. Listen to me like I'm a, like I've got a Matisse on the wall kind of private collector. But if I come across nicer ones of these that are somehow the same age or newer, then I will be keeping those instead. And then these will become fodder for my Etsy shop. All right, so that was everything Etsy. Let me stop and I'll come back and we'll start going through the auction stuff. So when we went to pick up the auction stuff, it was this really nice guy. He was an older guy, and pretty much he runs his shop out of it's almost like a storage unit, but it's not. It's actually offices, but there's an office and then a big storage thing right next to it. Well, it's all connected, so I don't know. I'm probably not describing it, but it's got like a garage door opening. But it was really nice, and I guess he gets stuff from estates, and then he just, I don't know if he's retired. If he is, then this is what I want my retirement job to be, because I will never be able to retire because of student loans. Well, because of student loans. But he gets all this stuff from estates that he buys, I guess, and then he just, at his own rate, goes through the boxes and does one auction a month. And whatever he happens to have gotten through gets put in that auction. So I guess in that respect, if it doesn't sell in the auction, then he just relists it in the next one. So more like a whatnot situation, only like where you have to go pick it up. It doesn't get mailed, although some places can mail. But yeah, so I was like, wonder how much he makes doing that. Because I'm getting this for dirt cheap, so he had to have gotten it for negative money. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how that works. But I mean, I really don't understand how it works, because some of the auctions that I did that I won, it was a specific house full of stuff. And if you didn't come get it, they're going to donate it or trash it kind of situation. So I don't know how it works, but I think it'd be cool to be around all that stuff. Around all that stuff. Okay, I'm pulling up I think the box that I have may have the receipt, but I also have an email with the receipt. So let me pull that up. And figure out, come on. Dismiss. I know my storage is almost full. Okay, let me see if this is the right one. But yeah, it's kind of it's not smart to put bids in on auctions thinking, oh, well, somebody will surely overbid me, because they don't always. Okay, this whole, hang on, I'm getting a low power mode. I have the thing plugged in. Is it actually plugged in and charging? Okay, it is, but who knows? I guess if it dies, then I'll have to film more later. But this whole auction, all the things that I won 7 different lots, and I paid $22.38. So we'll have to see if that's worth it. Now, this first item I'm going to show you is a travel jewelry box. I paid $2.99, and I don't know how it was $2.99, because usually you bid in dollar increments. So I'm not really sure how that happened. But Galia's been wanting a jewelry box, and I thought this would be maybe better quality than what am I trying to say? The cheapy ones at Walmart. Now, it did have some damage up here, but you could get a Sharpie or something, or a leather pen or something, and fix that. But it's got a handle and Dulwich Designs genuine leather. And this is just the sticker so that he would know how to find it when I came to get it. Okay, so we figured out that you have to push that in to get it to pop up. Now, Galia's already looked at this, because I didn't tell her I got this for her, but I made her help me carry the stuff to the van. So then I said, surprise. So it has a little key. Oh, all right, and it's got a mirror. It's gonna be all over the place. Now, you guys tell me what, so this is what the top looks like. So you got a spot for rings, but what is this? Is this like to put necklaces around? Like, I don't understand what this is, but it's on both sides. And then it's got a little closed box there. And then the bottom flips down, and there's 2 little drawers. And everything seems to be in, like, it really doesn't seem to be used, because I can't picture that this guy would have, like, vacuumed it. But it seems to be in pristine condition. So I think I scored for $2.99 for that. Okay. I mean, maybe it didn't cost for him. I mean, it is made in China, but I don't care. All right, and then the next thing I got was this sewing basket. Now, you guys, a couple of the auctions that ended yesterday, I was getting messages that I'd been outbid. One of them was for almost like a whole bookcase full of sewing things. And oh my gosh, those go for so much. There's no way I'm ever going to get one of those. But somehow I got lucky and got this. Now, there is stuff inside, so that'll be kind of a surprise. This feels like bamboo, if I had to guess, but I don't know. It makes me think of the 70s, kind of wicker kind of style. But let's see what I got. I won this one for $1.99. Okay, well, there were several of these that were not even dollar increments, so I don't know about that. But anyway, so let's be surprised and see what kind of junk. Hopefully you don't have any bugs. So, okay, is that a needle? Looks like, ooh, a couple needles sticking out up there with a padded kind of top, and then it's full of goodies. Well, hopefully goodies. I'm trying to see if they have like dates on them. But there's a couple of these needles. No dates on them, but Walgreens doesn't still use stickers like that. So, all right, this is going to be a problem with these glasses. I need to learn to hold it down. Okay, next we have 12 sew-on hook and eye closures. So some of these things people use in their crafting. I mean, you don't have to be a seamstress to use all of these things. Yay! I told you guys I'm constantly losing my seam rippers because I use those to destroy books. So, yay. Wait. Oh no, wait. This is a thread puller. Okay, well that's a totally different thing. Although maybe it would help me pull the threads out so that I can snip them. Because sometimes they're really hard to pull out. But okay, well that's what that is. It just had a lid on it that made me think seam ripper. Oh, now I love these, you guys. You could put a whole one of these in a junk journal as a, you know, an insert. So, yay. Oh, they are. Okay, so we have Barbie. What is that? It's like a, is it a ribbon? Because we have Barbie and Clint. Know anybody named Clint? This is sticky on the back, so is this like a, what's that stuff called where you, like, what is it called? Basting tape? I don't know. Extra buttons. Oh, that's another thing I tried winning in an auction was a big, well, I don't know how big it was. Maybe like this, a big bowl full of buttons. No, that went for a lot of money too. You guys, it's buttons. People are insane about, okay, well, these are just boring black buttons, but I'm going to create a little button jar so that someday I have something that's worth a lot. All right, then we've got some rainbow ribbon. I don't know what this, oh, it is a needle holder traveler. Why does it have the snap pieces on it? Is that so that you always have snaps at the ready? Like, I don't understand that. But that's okay, so that's kind of neat. You guys are shaking your head. This girl knows nothing about sewing. I did make a quilt table runner for my mom. She since gave it away, which I keep bringing that up and then saying, oh, I'm not bitter about that. But obviously I am a little bitter about that. But I'm pretty sure she gave it away after the Alzheimer's, so she didn't realize. So, okay, so 4 buttons. What is this? Oh, this is, I guess, a button also. And, oh, some cool looking, oh, is it a bird? Oh, it's a bird. It's a bird scissors, you guys. I love that. Okay, there's a bunch of threads in here, so I'm not going to take those out. Some needles. I'm trying to just pull out the, okay. This person apparently had a fabric shaver at some point, but it is not in here, so I'm just going to, see, this is the problem for a junk journal. You keep this to use as junk. I don't know, it's not really the kind of junk that I like. And it's most likely not old. So yeah, I'm going to throw that away. Don't yell at me. Okay, there's a bunch of loose string, but here more buttons. Oh, one of those, the top of one of those magnetized containers. There should have been like a container under here to store all these needles in. And then there's a button and a safety pin. Now these are kind of cool. These are cool little, what does that say? I don't know what that says, but some cool little buttons. I love how, because I did this too, it would save the little button in this bag as if I was ever going to sew on a button that fell off of something. Pretty much if the button fell off, it was going to the Goodwill. Even though I know it's easy to sew on buttons. So yeah, so there's a bunch of these in here. There's some more buttons. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Oh, what is this? Oh, another pair of cool looking scissors. Oh, it's kind of dangerous in here because there's like needles, loose needles. Hold on. Maybe I should have music in the background for these videos too. Yeah, so on my Junk for Goats channel, it is, well, it's ASMR. And you guys, if you go over and watch one of those things and you think it's terrible, please be patient and give me some time. I gotta learn that world kind of thing. I went that route because so many people tell me on this channel that I have a soothing voice. And so I wanted to kind of take advantage of that. But, okay, this isn't going to come off. Where's the other cool scissors? Well, let me just get these random scissors. So the format of those is I pick a book and I flip through every single page. I make sure to make the noises. Well, it naturally makes noises when you're flipping the page. And those are cute. I was trying to look at the color on the blade, but I flipped through a book and I do have music undertone through it, so it's not just the book turning. And I do talk, you know, if I see something interesting as I'm flipping through, I do talk because it is still relational to me, at least. But yeah, I'm hoping. Okay, everything else is just spools of thread. So, okay, was this worth what I said I paid for it? I think so. But yeah, so that other channel, those videos, there's going to be 100 days of them. Probably more, because why not? But the whole goal is to kind of take a break. Like, it's not like this where we're chatting and stuff, but it's kind of like I need a break. I need to turn the brain off for a little bit so I can just sit and listen to it and relax for 10 to 15 minutes and then go on my way. So they're short videos. And also I find books that I want to buy online, but they only have like the picture of the cover. So I thought, well, I'm just going to show every single page so that people can see that stuff. Okay, I need to stop this and then go grab the next thing. This next thing is super heavy, and you might remember me showing something like this from an antique haul. This, I paid $1.99 for this lot. Again, $1.99. Now, all it said was, well, what did it say? Large group variety of hard placemats. And I thought, okay, I got those kind of hard placemats from an antique store. Is it the same thing? I don't know, because it literally was just kind of like this was the picture. So I could tell they were thick, but you could, I think this top one is the only one that you could tell what it was. So when did people use these? Because the ones that I bought at the antique store, they were marketed as hot plates, but then the box that it came in said, don't put anything too hot on it. Like pretty much if it's too hot for your hand, it's too hot for the thing. And I'm like, well, then it's not a hot plate. So it probably was a placemat, but it was like, this one is bigger, maybe a little bit more normal, but who, like what time period of people used these? Because of the cork on the back, it makes me think it's not the best choice for placemats. I mean, you can wash the front, but with food, isn't it going to get kind of gross? But this one's not. But anyway, okay, so that's what these are. Super sturdy, and that's what I was hoping they were. But again, I don't know what. I only knew this design, so I guess we'll find out together. You don't know how hard it. Well, actually, we just got these this morning on my way into the office, so they've been sitting in the car. So we have another one. Looks pretty good. So I don't even know. Let me see. So another. Okay, we're up to 7. There's 7 of these, unless there's another one farther down. Looks like they have a little bit of food on them still. Pimpernel is the name on it. Villeneuve is the artist, I'm guessing. So, okay, so they seem to be in pretty good shape. Are they all? Yep, they all seem to be in pretty good shape. But again, I mean, this at least wouldn't scratch your table. But was it not for, like, you wouldn't put it on the kids' table at holidays, right? Because kids knock things over. Oh, here's an 8th one. Well, that's nice that it's 8 since I have a family of 6. Okay, so the next one, see, I like this because I like flowers. Now this one has some damage right there. And yeah, see, this is more like what I would expect. Kind of a little gross on the back, but I like that. Okay, it seems like there are some of. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, this one looks like it's got some food on. Hopefully I can just wash that off. It's got some food in that upper corner. So yeah, so 4 of these. In a little bit rougher condition. But again, I only paid $1.99 for all of these. All right, then we've got Christmas covered. But again, they kind of got some gunk on them. Oh, well, you guys, this one came from Marshall's. Are these all just new things? Although those other ones really looked styled older, but maybe they weren't. Although they weren't super glossy like this one. But yeah, okay, Marshall's for those. And there's only 3. There's only 3 of these. And then there's, okay, well, these look older, but ooh, they look older. Okay, let me show you one that's not grimy with stuff. Like, where's the, let me figure out which is the top. Maybe they can go either direction. I don't know. So this is the other one. Oh, these are Williamsburg, Duke of Gloucester dinnerware, reproduced by someone and interpreted by Lady Clare under license from the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation, made in England. So yeah, I don't know if it goes that way or this way. It probably doesn't matter, but this one is really grimy. You can still see the outline of the plate and all this food that's splattered. So these might have some age on them. Yeah, so I think aside from the three from Marshall's that are obviously new, yeah, I think this is a pretty good deal for $1.99. What am I going to do with these? Well, if I ever find my dining room table again, these would be nice to use. They would be expensive to mail. Like if I sold them, they would be expensive to mail. But shoot, I could do Facebook Marketplace and sell them that way to where people had to come pick them up. That might be worth doing since I only paid $1.99 for this whole lot. But, okay, let me stop. And I've got a box that's got the other 4 things in it. Okay, everything else fit in this box. So overall, not too much space, but you guys, I literally won 2 different auctions of a whole bookcase full of books for $1. You guys, I literally thought somebody else would outbid me for $1 for a whole, I mean, the bookshelf. One of them is the bookshelf, all the books on it, and then like some junk boxes. And another one I think is just the bookcase and the books. But I was thinking, well, shoot, for $1, I could surely sell some of the books and get my money back there, right? You got to take into account the stress of having all these things. Okay, so apparently that killed me yet, so we'll just keep going. All right, so well, let me open this and see what's on top. Okay, the first thing looks to be the flat of vintage children's books for $2. Oh, all right. So you didn't know how many books you were getting? Well, unless you were really conscientious in looking at the picture and stuff. But okay, we got Put Me in the Zoo by Robert Lopshire. It's taped on the outside, and it is from 1960. So okay, where am I going to put these? The next one is the Uncle Wiggily book, The Rabbit Gentleman's Adventures by Howard R. Garris. And this one is, it was given as a Christmas gift in 1964. Originally copyrighted 1927, but this one is 1961. So I'll probably do book flip throughs of all of these on the other channel. Oh, I'm going to hit myself in the face. But yeah, okay, well, these are great pages for people that like bunnies. So, okay, I haven't heard of these books yet. Okay, well, this one, the big truck book. Is this a board book? It looks like a board book. It is from 1968. This, I will not be doing a flip through of this on the other channel. I don't know, maybe you could use this as a long skinny journal cover. Take them off of here, bind them over here instead. Put some little ribbons or something through the holes up here. Make yourself a few different notebooks. Then we've got Santa Mouse. Um, 1968. It's cute pictures. Overall, they seem to be in pretty good shape. Frederick. Hang on. My boxes. I don't want it to fall off and break everything that's next to me. So what did I call this? Frederick. Well, that's a cool piece of paper. It just says Frederick over and over again. And it is 1967. I mean, these books are kind of a little bit big, but I guess if you folded them in half to make a folio, you'd be okay. And then I think this is the last book. A Patchwork Quilt of Favorite Tales. And okay, this one's been enjoyed by children previously. Okay, where is the copyright? 1933. So, oh, it's got the Tale of Peter Rabbit. Those are some great, okay, did it have a table of contents? No. Okay, so I showed you Tale of Peter Rabbit. Well, I don't know. Little Black Sambo. The Little Small Red Hen. Three Little Pigs. I like the way these pages are designed because you could cut them or fold them in half and they'd be great for that a tall journal like you'd need with this other one. Okay, we've got Chicken Little, the Three Little Kittens. Well, shoot, this book alone I think made the price worth it. The Three Bears. So it looks like each story has a mix of black and white and colored pictures. But I really like, I don't know, I might have a hard time tearing this up, and I probably would never see another one of those again. Okay, let me get these. So that was what, six books for that one price. Okay, next, two new packages of Norman Rockwell's holiday gift tie-ons that I paid $1.49 for. I was not sure what a gift tie-on was, and I was too lazy to go Google it. So, first of all, they have a copyright date of 1982 up in this part right here. But holiday gift tie-ons with ample room for a message. So it's really just a tag. I mean, is that really what we're saying? So it's never been opened. Let's just open one. Is there one way that would be better too? For stuff like this, I realize I could probably just easily resell it like this, but I like the little pieces. I could resell one of them as is and keep this one. Okay. Ah, come on. Staples. Okay, so is this really the way people used to buy tags? Okay, so you can take them out. Oh, so it's just a little card, but it's got a little string. So you get 16 little cards. Well, that's cute. They're all Christmas, of course. Oh, no, they don't all say Christmas. Oh, and there are, oh, there's only, okay, there's only 4 different designs. Because you've got, or maybe 8 designs. Because you've got the same, and then it repeats after. So you get 8. No. 4. 4 different designs times 4. Yes, I work with numbers all day long. So, okay, so 16. So, well, those will be cute in a ephemera pack, wouldn't you think? So $1.50 for 2 of those. I mean, the price tag on this one that's handwritten in there says $1.50. So, okay, so then next, so that leaves only 2 other things. Flat of many paper maps. Oh, that one was the most expensive. I paid $7 for that one. So there was some competition on it. But again, I didn't know how many maps. So this is how many maps. I don't know if it's worth $7, but we'll see. So we've got Kentucky and Tennessee. Looks like that on the map. Let's see if we can find a year. Usually they say, it's probably right in front of my face. Because you have to know if your map's out of date. You don't now, but I guess they don't care because this is a AAA map. So they're like, if you have a problem, you just call us. 1993. Okay. Oh, so that's really not as vintage as I was hoping. I'd much rather have ones from the 70s. All right, so then we've got, so maybe all of these were AAA. We've got Alabama and Georgia. And let's just take a look and see. If this one's the same age, then we'll just... 1995. I mean, it's still vintage, but it's not as exciting. Iowa and Nebraska, except for the fact that I'm getting lots of different states. We don't have any duplicates yet. Florida, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island. Sorry, I have to watch that for my kids. But I could send it to voicemail. Colorado, Wyoming. So maybe they, well, am I going to get all 50 states because of this? Northeastern states and provinces. Oh, well, this is our second: Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. This one's probably newer. Let's see if I can tell. But I'm going to be doing some Yeah, 1997. I'm going to be doing some, good grief, some travel kits. So this will be good. California, Mexico, and Central America. This one looks a little bit older. You're like, we don't care how old it is. '87, so a little bit older. Delaware, District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. This one looks pretty new. Rocky Mountain, Atlantic provinces and Quebec, New York, San Francisco, Illinois and Indiana. Oh, Illinois and Indiana. I guess that's a good one to have two of since we're from Illinois and Indiana, sort of. And Philadelphia, Delaware Valley. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so 18 for $7. I'd say that's pretty good. So no complaints there. So far, I feel like I've gotten a pretty good deal, because I am afraid there's going to be stuff over this weekend that will not have been a good deal. Okay, this last one was kind of a, I wasn't sure what to think about it. And I got it for $2. It says flat of Hummel books and brochures. So, I mean, Hummels are collectibles, but how will I resell them? I'm not sure. So, okay, what is this? So, this looks like maybe a catalog. Is that what it says? Guide for collectors. And, okay, well, it's got some pamphlets on the inside. Well, those are kind of cool. Did people, like, was this an MLM where people could sell these? Because there's an order form. Or was it just a regular catalog? Because it's got normal price, Christmas bargain price. So just a brochure. I don't know. And then, but see, this is why I'm not sure, because of the labels. And then we've got, I don't know, price list August '89. All prices include shipping by surface mail and insurance. Okay, we think shipping is bad now. Time or delivery for figurines that are not in stock, approximately 4 to 6 months. Okay, guys, we're almost out of battery. So let's pick this up. So, but yeah, it looks like it's just a little catalog, but it's got, look at all those images that I can cut out. So, okay. And then there's another guide for collectors. Oh, with more little images. So, okay, I think I'm enjoying this for the cutting capability. And holy cow. Collector's Identification and Value Guide. Well, it's got little things tucked away in here. Somebody's handwritten list. Okay, so just a bunch of other lists they were keeping. 10th edition. All right. And then a binder. The M.I. Hummel Club. Oh, so maybe... Oh, these are cute. They're like little perforated things you could perforate and separate. So I guess you could be in a club. So there's magazines in here from each month. Maybe these would be a good flip through on some video. I'm trying to figure out what these magazines do. I guess they talk about how they are made and some history maybe. Okay, is that all that's in here is just magazine or the magazines? A guide to membership. Every new member kit contains a Forever Yours figurine, a notebook binder with dividers, membership card, redemption card, current issue of Insights magazine, and special inserts. So I guess maybe like the cooking recipe clubs that you could be part of. You could be part of a Hummel figurine club. And then just more little brochures. So, okay, $2 for all that. I think I get a lot of, I can cut a lot of things out of that. So what do you think? What do you think of what I got in this auction? It's kind of weird and random, but I'm really nervous about the stuff I've got to pick up over the weekend. So we'll see next week if I let any of it go, because if they said if you don't pick it up, they just trash it or give it to charity. One of the auctions I only spent $7 for, so if I can't get to that one, that's no huge loss. But yeah, so I guess we'll see. So that's it for this episode. Because my battery is almost dead, I'm not going to do nostalgic TV trivia, but please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and also head over, and if you need a break, head over to my Junk for Goats channel and subscribe over there too for our 100 days project. All right, well, thank you so much for your time, and wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day, and until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.